Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Ultimate Apocalypse casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 1 vs 1 on Fata Morga. Playing as the Inquisition Demon Hunters, we've got Tigershark. And playing as the Chaos Demons, we have got Demi. Demi will be opening up with double Furies, a Warp Signature and a Lesser Demon Portal. Whereas the Inquisition Demon Hunters are going to go for a couple of Stormtroopers, an Archivist, a Order Malia Supreme Lord, Inquisition Watch, and a Plasma Generator. Tucked away next to this strategic point, anticipating that listing post to come over, so that power generator can then give the bonus to both these buildings, which is wonderful little bits of placement going on there. As we said, Demi, you're a brave man for playing Chaos Demons versus the Inquisition Demon Hunters. Not sure if anyone went random on this, but certainly it's a brave choice to go into. It's going to go straight in for some Blue Horrors, wonderful early game anti-infantry unit. And to be fair, the Demon Hunters' anti-demon stuff doesn't really happen super duper early in the game. Most of their anti-demon weaponry comes online to the mid to later-ish kinds of games. Now, demons, obviously, they focus either on the little demons or the big demons. Don't really see them go for a mixture of the two. I don't know which one would be the most advantageous for them in this. I assume it'd be the little demons. Big demons, easier targets. Little demons, you can kind of reinforce them as they go about their wicked and foul business, so maybe that might be the idea. Who knows, really, in the grand scheme of things, as the elite stormtroopers come out, and they'll be beezing their way down into the middle here. Not being super aggressive, unless, of course, this Order Malleus Doofer is going to come out and do some stuff. We do have some Scholars, which are quite a decent early game close combat unit. Combine them with the elite stormtroopers, and there we go, Idris Elba, he's out. And once he comes out, it's quite good against the Demon Lord. I do believe 1 vs 1, he can smite him quite thoroughly. This dude does have a fairly decent AoE damage attack against the Stormtroopers, or just against any infantry, really. We'll see this Icon of Purification decide to smite it down. Over on this side, look at the size of these Blue Horrors compared to the Scholars. Big, gangly blue boys. Like Mr. Messi from the Mr. Men, if... was Mr. Men just an English thing, or did that happen in other countries? Not sure, but not Vin Diesel, sorry. Idris Elba is going to come over and see if he can inspire the men to smite them away. And yeah, Blue Horrors against all this by themselves aren't going to do all that much. The Demon Lord denying this strategic point potentially maybe also might get the same kind of result with the blooming Stormtroopers in this relic. And yeah, he's doing alright. Killed one dude, I think he just blasted him off to no end. Doesn't take him long to take out a model neither. These guys are... oh no, they are being reinforced, and reinforced quite quickly as well. Not too bad for them. Blue Horrors massing. There's 2 units down here, ready to go for those elite stormtroopers. Now, can these guys out DPS them? Doesn't look like it, actually. Blue Horrors needed both of those guys to come along to see if they could sort them out. So yeah, the demons struggling quite significantly, are going to go for an early tier 2. They've already got double warp signatures out on the field at the moment. Unlike Unification, I probably say this every time Chaos Demons are in Ultimate Apocalypse, but just in case you're more familiar with Unification, they don't do any weird, wacky things with their power. It's just, these are the power generators, acting normal, true and blue, as you would hope. No weird stuff going on. We've got Demon Lord coming over here, smiting these elite stormtroopers. And these guys they've got quite some staying power. They've got quite good damage output as well. Unlike their regular Stormtrooper counterparts, those guys can certainly hold the front line. Fury's not good against anything apart from their main thing is just capping things. One Scholar in the middle of these guys, not sure he got there, but he dies all the same. There's a lot of Blue Horrors now, got 3 squads in here. And maybe this is Demi's idea, is rather than being fancy and showing some panache with micro and macro, just build up a big blue ball of hair, and maybe in tier 2 add some pink to there as well. So we've got this massive anti-vehicle, anti-infantry ball of death. These stormtroopers not having the greatest time, but the Malleus Supreme Lord's going to scare away the Demon Lord. He won't want to take him on while he's been supported by all of his allies. And do we have tier 2 for you, Mr. Tigershark? No, not at the moment. Heavy on the elite stormtroopers. I wonder if he lost those ones previously. Does seem... Are you elite stormtroopers? I don't know. Maybe kept them alive. Fury's there. They must be alive. They'll have a bad time. Unless they jump over them. Do a leapfrog. Nope, just gonna casually just mosey on past them. That's fair enough. Will he survive? Yes, they're alright. What are you firing at? Are these stormtroopers? Oh, you're firing at the Infernal Lab, right. Okay. Yep, definitely take them out as quickly as possible. Over on this side, Demon Lord. Oh no, these are Furies. Giving these guys a good punch around the noggin. Doing a fairly alright job against the Stormtroopers. Thankfully, the Stormtroopers aren't really fighting back. Also have another Infernal Lab over on this side as well. With these guys focusing on the Infernal Lab, it does allow the Blue Horrors to mass into position, putting a lot of pink inside the Supreme Lord. And quickly getting him down to 3/4 of his health. So securing that one. Also on this side, they're securing on this side as well, sir. Economies at the moment as 184 and 50 compared to 125, 156. Good lord. That is quite the economic lead, especially in the green department. Very rare that you see on a map like this both the slag deposits going to one player. But that's what we're seeing. I'll see the Demonic Shrine adding some exploded bits in there. And yeah, the demons, they're doing alright, man. They've got their squad mass out. They've got the numbers. Although lacking in the number department on this side of the map. The Stormtroopers and Elite Stormtroopers of Tigershark amassing and going to slowly whittle down this Infernal Lab. They don't really have any anti-vehicular stuff at the moment. They are going to go for a flamer there, which might help them, although kind of a moot point of fire is coming out of the middle of it. It's thematically. And the theme is where it's at, baby. Idris Elba really struggling against the Demon Lord. Will he take him down? They'll chase him to high heavens. It's a risky business. The Demon Lord isn't a coward. Oh no, he's going to run away now. Come on, get him. Give him a high five to the face before you die. No, sadly. Somehow the scholars managing to confuse him with some shenanigans. And he survives. Good job. Well done. So what's the current situation at the moment? So we've got a Dark Circle, so Tech and Greater Demons on the way. Blight Drones, not a bad shout for the manoeuvring around the sides and focusing on the infrastructure and stuff. Don't want to get the Demon Hunters too much with their economy, as the urban territories can bring them some big stuff. Razorback transport on the way to get these guys a little bit slower in the movement arena, around the map a little bit more. Not sure if they need that though. But then again, I suppose with the Blight Drones coming in, quickly manoeuvring around the map is probably what they want to be. And this Infernal Lab's still suffering at the hands of the Stormtroopers. In fact, Will, how quickly can you kill a Stormtrooper squad, Blight Drone? That's my question to you. Not insanely quickly. Not the quickest I've ever seen, but it's something at the very least. Especially not when he's being fired at by, what, quintuple melter guns? I was going to say quintuple on these Elite Stormtroopers as well. So this beast will go down pretty quickly, but they've already had this going on. Oh, but in saying that, the Razorback transport's come over onto this side and is now focusing on this Infernal Lab. Taking a fair whacking from this Demon's Claw obelisk. Fury's unable to really do all that much. Supreme Lord seeing this warp gate being built up. It will be touched into position by this Lost Salt. Blue Horrors coming in. I'm not really seeing a decent, scary unit composition from either side of the pitch at the moment. The Blue Horrors, they'll hold the line, especially with the Shadow Fiends bolstering their ranks if they go for anything like, I think it's Red Horrors. I think it's Red Horrors when they get their AoE explodey bits. It's one of the Horrors. But yeah, not seeing anything too terrifying. Oh, but we are seeing Herald of Slanesh. You don't often see these now. Can I zoom into you? Are you safe? You are safe for now. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Always got to be careful with those Slaneshi models. Sometimes you see too many tits, too many bits. That's not what you want. Not on a Dawn of Warcast. Not on a Wednesday afternoon, surely. But she's going to go in. Or he's going to go in. They are going to go in. Get a good slicing. Fury's also going to come in and make the poison happen with the help of the Blight Drone. wonderful cavalcade of demonic powers going. Yeah, without the Grey Knights, these demons are just going to be walking over these elite stormtroopers for now. They've put a lot of money into getting their melter guns, and there is no tanks to really melt. So a lot of the... I mean, how much does the melter gun cost? 10 blue and 25 green, which isn't an insane amount, but still it's money that could be spent elsewhere. Well, where did the Ebengeist go? The Ebengeist went somewhere. They don't seem to be in the ranks over here at the moment. Luho has been caught up in close combat by the Scholars. Scholars quite resistant to incoming range damage, you can tell by their big green shiny bits about them. The Demon Lord is going to fall back. Herald of Slayer. Oh, good lord, that was hard to say. The Herald of Slanesh. I was about to say the Sherald of Hanesh, but that's probably something Cthulhu-esque. And falling back, we do have a Blood Crusher. Oh, it's one of every... We had Nurgle, we've got Blight Drone, we've got Zinch, we've got Slanesh, we've got Khorne. This is a nice Chaos Undivided mixture. Blue Horror's trying to circumvent their way through all these dudes. And I imagine the Blood Crusher, he's just going to go about his business. He's got quite a fast attack rate, so you can kind of just walk to the base, ignore a lot of the incoming damage, and just bash up all the econ in here, which is certainly a good idea. Will force Tigershark split his attention, but the warp gate here is looking a little bit fragile. Lost Soul just beezes away somewhere. Gonna build up another dark circle. Oh, we're gonna build up. I thought you had a dark circle. Oh, my confusion. Maybe. Who knows? That way, Blood Crusher. He's probably not gonna get down a building, or maybe if he will, that's the only thing he's gonna get. Yeah, thankfully the Blood Crusher is technically a vehicle from what I understand. So that sorted him out. Herald of Slanesh is back to full health. I'm going to get in there with their halberd / meat tenderizer. I suppose it's definitely a Slaneshi thing. Got some pink horrors in there now. For any vehicle stuff. The Razorback still over here somewhere, I think. Or maybe it's not. These guys are going to push over onto this side. Demon Claw Obelisk trying to pester these guys away, but they are armed with their melter guns, so this building is going to struggle quite significantly, especially this infernal lab. The demons are going to choose. They decide to push over onto this side and maybe try and pressure the Demon Hunter's economy, or do they go back over onto their side and maybe defend their own, because currently there's nothing to defend this. Nothing whatsoever. And now the Grey Knights are coming in, and these guys with their Justicars can bring the demons some quite significant pain with their general psychic abilities. At least I think it's the Grey Knight strike team that's got the psychic abilities. General strikes and stuff. Should find out. I mean, the speed that these guys run in. General purpose are these strike teams. Can go for their incinerators or their side cannons. A lot of health on these guys as well. Well, 6 bulls at 13,700 health. Yeah, almost double the health of these pink horrors. Also got this Herald of Slanesh. Just, I don't know, getting the crotch mouths on him. Terrifying stuff. That's certainly not what you want. This blooming infernal lab is just not going down. They killed it, I'm fairly certain. Must have rebuilt at some point. But yeah, the Grey Knights slicing them down, turning the blue horrors, well, the pink horrors into smaller blue horrors. They're going to fall back and focus their attention on the warp gate. See if they can knock it down before it researches or summons anything too mischievous. We have got a Debaser of Slanesh. Now, are you zoomable? You are not too zoomable. Far too boobyish for me. Far too boobyish indeed. But will you be able to stand up against these guys? There's a lot of metal guns on them. But I suppose you do have the pink rings to bring down. Also some impressive dance moves, I must say. Herald of Slanesh is going to come in. Already regenerated quite a lot of their health. That's actually quite impressive. Very nice over here. They've gone for their side cannon, so quite a fast firing rate. And some demonettes also coming in as well. There we go. Good Slaneshi themed army. That's going to make an interesting thumbnail later on. But Debasa throwing scholars about, morale being broken on all sides. That's what Slaaneshi likes. She likes the morale being broken. She likes the quivering mass of human flesh unable to resist and strike back. And the demons really, when they lose their morale, they start to lose health over time. But I do believe that their combat prowess is still just as potent even if they've lost their own morale. Absolutely lethal stuff. Shadow Fiend also over here. What is going on? We do have double... What are you? You are elite stormtroopers. We're chased away by a demon lord. Also got double debasers. And they're quite fast. Considering that they are basically Defiler with extra bits and bobs. The demon hunters they seem to be holding. Just a sheer mass of Grey Knights. Too much health. Too much mass. Do have the Hellspawn out. Impressive range. Constant damage. The demonettes are not designed for long-form combat. They want to get in. They want to kill things as quickly as possible. And then get out. Problem with Grey Knights does that, well, they just don't die. They are quite resistant to dying, which is not ideal for the ruinous powers. But double debasers coming from the northern side. Are they turning it? For a second I thought they were spooning. I was really confused then. How does one Defiler spoon another? There's too many legs. Absolute chaos and pandemonium. We've got strikes coming on down there from the Grey Knights. Oh look, this is going on the warp gate by the looks of things. We've got demonettes running about up the place, regaining their morale from standing... Oh, look like they're regaining their morale for a second then. By standing near the warp gate. Debasers everywhere. Morale's been just absolutely annihilated from the Demon Hunter's perspective. What are you going for on this side? I suppose you're bringing up your own urban territories. Current economies are 219 and 164 compared to just 300 of everything. But even with that impressive kind of economy, your armies are falling quite quick and quite fast. And over on this side, you don't really have any... Yeah, they've stopped pushing on this side. So Demonettes swarming the positions. Are going to see a Dreadnought or two. The Demonettes, I mean, they're only really going to get some morale according to their unit card, which I don't believe for a second. They must be useful against other things as well. We're bringing in some Dreadnoughts. That might change the tide of battle here. For there's only so much that a crab hand can do against the thick hide of a Dreadnought. But the Howl is still there. She's looking for her next victim. We have got the Inquisitor Lord as well as the Order Malia Supreme Lord. So Lord and Lord, have mercy on my mortal soul. As the Hellspawn has moved in for close combat. The Debasers trying to cut down those Grey Knights. And actually the morale damage done by these Demonettes and also Favoured Demonettes. Are they both Favoured Demonettes? They are both Favoured Demonettes. All the squads in there. Sabada, Mina. The kind of girls that you say, "Ooh, I can fix her. Honest, I can fix her." But you know full well you can't. But you just gots to give it a go anyway. And who can blame you? Gosh darn it. This Dreadnought chasing around on the base. It's gonna try and run away as best it can. And the Demon Lord over here, seeing if he can smite down the plasma generators. We can smite them down all you like, Mr. Demon Lord. Tigershark has got plenty of green money left to play around with. And it does seem that the Slaaneshi push is waxing and waning here. It's a good effort. But I imagine during this point, I mean, are you building up anything else more substantial? You've gone for Demon Fang Obelisks. You are... Oh, you've gone for a Demon Prince of Slaanesh. Now, how... Again, the zoom-in technique, can we zoom into you? Nope, that shoulder pad is far too naked for me. Not sure if you've even got a bra on. Hecky flip. It's a family-friendly channel, gosh darn it. There'll be no boobies. This is not a booby stream. Although, I mean, if you want a hot tub stream, let me know in the comments. I will happily sell my body for the views, for the clicks, for the likes. We'll make a Twitch account or a Kick account or something. I don't know. Whatever the kids use these days. And I don't know, I'll get my tits out online or something. It'll be great. I can appear on vacation. It's going to get backflips down, actually. Almost synchronized backflipping, which is quite cool. But now that we've got triple dreadnoughts, also allowing these Grey Knights to rebuild their numbers. Gonna crack that econ down as quickly as humanly possible. Tigershark has got quite a supply of green money, but a very severe lack of blue money here. The Demon Prince of Slaanesh, quick and nimble. He'll jump straight over and he's going to see all this urban territory. Free real estate, baby. The cheap and affordable urban housing of Tigershark turned to naught by the wicked will of Slaanesh. And just absolute mayhem. Grey Knights over here teleporting around over to this side to see if they can take care of the favoured demonettes. And might I just say, I was expecting these girls to die quite quickly. I thought they'd just been constantly replaced, but no, they've actually got a serious amount of health, considering what they are. So not bad at all. Gotta watch out for those devilish demons. We do have a Grey Knight Brotherhood champion, but unable to save that affordable housing. Also got more people. He's got a big mace. But actually, the Demon Prince is struggling and has gone down. Has been slapped once by the Grey Knight Brotherhood champion. And the counter-assault begins. Triple debasers. Bringing out debase. And the drums on top of these Grey Knight Pegasus. But triple dreadnoughts are going to completely ignore it, circumventing it and going for that warp gate. Also, Hellspawn doing a wonderful job of just teleporting around the map, keeping that pressure on. Got some pink horrors here, but oh no, they will kill one. In fact, killing two. There we go. Lovely stuff. Hell of Slaanesh back out on the field. Got the bodyguard still knocking about. Soon to be annihilated with great undulation from the Dark Prince himself. Oh no, they're just going to be left there. That's awfully nice of them. Playthings to play with later, I imagine. Got a bit of a disco going on here. Not entirely sure what this means, but I'm sure it means negative stuff. The morale has been broken for all of them. And the Grey Knights, surely a bulwark against the demons, are struggling against their favoured foes. The sheer amount of bleating and whinging from the ranks here as the Dreadnought's been focused by these pink horrors. And what do you do against this? I mean, they had the elite stormtroopers with the melter guns. We're doing alright, but clearly focusing on these Dreadnoughts a little bit too much. They don't seem to be. I mean, originally they were working quite well against those favoured demonettes, but now that the pink horrors are in there, we need to see a switch up in the strategy. But what would be in the Demon Hunters roster that would favour them most greatly? Grey Knights don't seem to have that killing punch to get rid of these demonettes, nor the bases of Slaanesh. The Dreadnoughts are holding the line fairly well, but not entirely sure if the combination of Grey Knights and Dreadnoughts are the way forward. I assume maybe some tanks. Tanks with las guns to kill the bases. Maybe close combat orientated Grey Knights to go in for the pink horrors. That might be the play to make. Take up into the next tier, maybe tier 4, and go for those super duper Grey Knights that don't die. Or a Librarian with all his magic stuff, the anti-demon stuff. That's what you really want to make access of. More Dreadnoughts are coming in. Urban territory is being rebuilt. And current economies are 197 and 113 compared to 284 and 203. Tier 4 or tier 5 in old money. It's on the way. And we've got another debase of Slaanesh coming in. But we need more vehicle cap. The demons are just running amok. Famer demonettes. So Mr. Crab's hands, looking for that money. Want to spend that pole, you better give them cash. That's how it works in the demon world. And the Furies adding their well, Fury onto the Grey Knights here. I know, wonderful way of words, me. What can I say? I'm a laureate of words. Dreadnoughts over here, triple of them. In fact, actually, quadruple of them. But struggling to path their way up over onto this side. Can't really make use of their close combat stuff, as only one can get in. And actually, the base set seems to be absolutely annihilating the Dreadnoughts in close combat. So maybe longer range, maybe las cannons on these boys, probably what you want. If you're going to go for an anti-vehicular use for them. These favoured DMS are just absolutely sick. Why don't we see these guys on the battlefield ever more? They don't seem to die, they seem to do a lot of damage, they seem to regain the morale quite quickly. Not bad at all. I mean, maybe it's because it's a 1v1. The 1v1s can be a little bit more technical, a little bit more specific about what you do, but in big team games it might be a bit harder. Gorilla Pegasus has been summoned in. Continuing the fire. One debaser seems to have gone down. Over on this side, we do also have a cheeky set of stormtroopers going for those critical locations. Got a warp gate being spawned out of Tigershark's backside. Demoness, where are you running to? Anything peculiar? Oh, he's falling back because he can't. Well, the battle continues. Yeah, Tigershark really needs something that packs a little bit more of a wallop. These las cannons are certainly speeding up the process. He's actually got quite the boy band of dreadnoughts on the go here. Double falling. In the words of the Rasmus. Got some Shadow Fiends. Yep, I knew it was the Red Horrors. The Red Horrors that do the big damage. I knew it. I could feel it in my bones. But a serious amount of warp gates. Is this just a level of disrespect from the opponent with Demi? But Tigershark doesn't give up. He's a man known for his ability to hold the line. And good God, is he going to hold that line? I mean, just a sheer amount of dreadnoughts. It's enough to make a grown man's toes curl backwards. That is not a scrum you want to get involved in. Just look at those pimp hands, keeping them strong. Oh, we're going to see any big demons from Demi over here, though. He's going to go for... Has this been going on all this time? Surely you've not been researching this the whole time. But maybe you have. Maybe you have, Demi. I'm not here to judge you. Your slow research. But Red Horror's over here. Dead. Dead as a doorknob. And the... Blooming Dreadnoughts over here. You know what? I think Demi might have been a little bit too overzealous here. I've been a little too overconfident. The Hellspawn is out of position. The favoured Demonettes aren't really getting off those critical engagements. They're just running around taking a lot of damage. Pink Horrors not got anything to screen them. So they're taking a lot of direct damage themselves. Yeah, this is a bit of like just dropping the ball. All kinds of balls being dropped here. I mean, it's not the end of the world. He's still got the economic advantage. Tigershark still needs to collect all three of these. But unless you're bringing anything major to the field, you're going to go for upgrades, pink horrors, more upgrades. I can't see what those upgrades are because for some reason the game won't let me see them. For that is the wicked way that Ultimate Apocalypse works. And here we go. Hellspawn. He's only got a head, and now he's dead. Fading into that ground before turning into a... Oh, yeah, that's a thing. If you destroy it, it just basically does a lot of damage to anyone nearby it. Well, hecky flip. Just when you thought it was all over, Tigershark coming out for the big arms and the big legs of the Dreadnoughts. Yeah, the moment they went for those las cannons, that certainly helped them with these debasers. Although, struggling a little bit now. Come on, right, focus. Focus your attention on these guys, please. There we go. Got the Grey Knight Pegasus coming forward with their incinerators. I always forget that fire is good against demons. Anything good against morale That's what you really want against demons. Break the morale, does a lot of damage. But Debasa manages to break out of those dreadnoughts. Great night with a champion. Get some back shots in there as well. But what was the purpose of these warp gates? I do think it was just like a matter of like, haha, I've won. So I'm going to build these, but maybe we might see them bring something out later on. Don't think so, but you know. You just gotta believe. The Grey Knights, for the first time in quite a long time, now back on this side of the map. And they are hungry for some revenge. Too much of their affordable housing and their urban neighbourhoods have gone down. And they are looking for blood and charred demon flesh. Flanking dreadnoughts in the backlines as well. With only pink horrors really to defend the front lines. Demons, what have you got to play with at the moment? You're going to go for Herald Slanesh, a Demon Lord. More pink horrors. Got loads saved up in your demon portals. Also going to go for just infinite debasers. They've now got a lot more vehicle cap for more debasers, so that is something. We need to get things out ASAP. Yeah, why doesn't that show me the name of that upgrade? That's really annoying. Based on the picture of the claws, I assume it's just more claw damage. Nightmare Gateway. Ooh. Bigger, badder units coming out of that one. If anything, we are going to see some Furies out of these. Got a lot of damage coming in from the Demon Flang Obelisks. Demon Flang? Demon Fang. If I can pronounce my words, gosh darn it. Vermingeists could be turned good against anything. I imagine from their perspective, the bases go for the dreadnoughts. These guys try and focus on the infantry. I mean, Herald Slanesh, she, he, and they are doing a fairly decent job at absorbing a lot of fire, giving these guys ample opportunity to take on the dreadnoughts. It's a two-pronged attack, more or less. Got the Furies over here, though, being a nuisance. And this warp gate is still just taking a lot of fire from all these lads. What a trooper. The dreadnoughts soon to go down. Couple of head bonks from the debaser. And he'll be noting some dreads no longer. Demon Lord in close combat with, what are you? You're some Granite Pegasus. Good stuff. Oh, look at that, the blooming debaser of Slanesh. They're thinking, right, okay, well, we can hold this line for now. You guys go over here and just cause some mischief. And yeah, the Grey Knights, their entire army is over here, so flanking maneuver like that is not something they really want to be dealing with. We've also got a Nightmare Gateway being finished up, or about to be finished up down over here as well. So unless Tigershark can do anything about these guys, it's more or less game over potentially. But Tigershark has held them off before. He can certainly do it again. Another dreadnought down here dead, another dreadnought down here dead. Tigershark does like his dreadnoughts, it has to be said. But whether those are the plays to make now that we know that in a 1v1 a debaser can beat a dreadnought, maybe some airplay might be the way forward. The ranged weapon of the debaser doesn't seem to be all that impressive, especially against the Herald of Zinch and the... no, Herald of Zinch, sorry? Herald of Slanesh and the favoured demonettes of Slanesh. They had no ranged weapons, so maybe airplay was the way to go. But we are now seeing a Hell Drake. A flying pigeon of doom. More debasers on the way. Their attempts to kill the Grey Knight teleporter. Which one kind of economy? Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Makes more sense to go after the production, as their economy is just too good at the moment. They can just spam out units for ages and ages, amen. But thankfully they don't need to. They can just waltz on over with like a million debasers, a million pink horrors, and they just take out things one at a time. Doesn't really matter what order they do it in. Got powers of the Psyche being researched, and the Ultimate Fortress tier 3. Or tier 4 in like I say, in old money. So yeah, been spent quite a lot of time having the tech disadvantage. Having spent a lot of money on keeping that Dreadnought front line up. Whether it made sense just to push them back a bit and then leave them to stew on their own devices while building up your own economy again. Not sure if that was the way forward, but when you smell blood in the water, can't blame a man, or even a shark, even if it's of the tiger variety, to not go in for the kill when you think that the killing's good. But they are holding, bless them. Maybe not so much on this side. There's nothing really except for these Grey-Knight teleports to fire back with, and these Icon of Purifications, but Zinch Herald comes in. Must have like a really impressive health regen, because I always see her coming in more or less full health in every engagement. Yeah, by the power of Zinch and Slaanesh, this is quite the mighty assault for the Grey Knights to deal with. And as the... Well, what are you, the Helldrake? Is that what you are? Helldrake just swans on in. That's a lot of damage, if you don't mind a quote from an old meme. Yeah, Tigershark. He's like, well, you've brought the big pigeon, you've killed the housing again. What's the point in even having an Inquisition or a bunch of Demon Hunters if the housing units are not structurally sound or viable for the housing market? So cool, yeah, it was a weird game. Nice aggression early on from the Demon Hunters. Nice little bit of a ball of blue horrors to hold them back off while taking up and making sure that they keep their eyes on the prize. These Infernal Labs either side of the map. Close game, could have been anyone's really at any point during that. But yeah, cool, cheers. If you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you one extra game a week, and there's also a Discord where Discord things happen. My name's been Mr. Landshark, pleasure as always, never short, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace.